What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming to check out my 2017 PS4 collection. I don't do a whole lot of these collection videos, but I'm trying to get these out as fast as I can because you guys seem to really enjoy them. So I got a lot of PS4 games. I have a lot that are alphabetized, but as you can see probably by my collection here, maybe you can't, but I'm running out of room. As you can see, I've got PS4 games stacked up here. So I am... half of these games are alphabetized and half of them aren't. So the first bunch I'm going to go through here are alphabetized. Then I'll go through the ones that I have, but I just haven't had a chance to make room for them yet. So anyways, let's get this party started. First in this little stack, we have a game called Alienation. This was a Asia release only. You can tell mostly by all of the Asian writing on there. I don't know what kind of writing it is, probably Chinese. Yeah, it says Chinese English version at the bottom, completely playable in English. If you've ever played Helldivers, it kind of plays like that. But yeah, really cool to have that. Next we have Alien Isolation. I love the Alien franchise, so that's cool to have. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Now, I'm not really a huge fan of the Assassin's Creed games at all. However, this is about the only one that really interests me because it has pirates. Assault Suit Linus on PS4. Really cool game. It's like a 2D side-scroller shooter. And it's based off of a Sega Genesis game, which the name is blanking on me right now. This is basically an HD version of that, so really cool to have that. Back to the Future, the game Anniversary Collection. Batman Arkham Knight. I was about to say Arkham City. This is Arkham Knight, the third in the series. Batman Arkham City is one of my favorite games. This one I would say isn't quite as good as the second one, but still pretty good. Battlefield 4, I do like Battlefield. I'm terrible at multiplayer, but I do like it. And Battlefront, of course, same vein as Battlefield, only with Star Wars. Bloodborne, I haven't played that, but I have a friend that's really into it. And Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. This has Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 2 on it. HDIs for the PS4. Next, I have the first of many limited run game releases for my PS4 collection. That is Breach and Clear Deadline. I haven't played that, so I don't know how good that is, unfortunately. This one is really good. It is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons on PS4. This is released on many consoles, digitally and physically. Really cool. I would definitely recommend picking this game up if you can find it. I did talk about this in my Beating the Backlog Quadectomy, which you can check out. I'll leave a link to that somewhere. And I give a more detailed description of that game. Diablo 3, I haven't played any of the Diablo games. This one I bought a while ago, hoping to get into it, just haven't yet. I'd like to do some multiplayer with that. Doom, I've done the reversible cover on this one because I think it looks really cool. One of the best first-person shooters I've played in a very long time. Definitely worth a pickup and a recommend on that. Far Cry 4 Ultimate or Limited Edition. Another limited run games, Futuridium. Also have that on the PS Vita. Game of Thrones, this is the Telltale series game. Haven't played it, but Telltale games are pretty fun, so, and I love Game of Thrones, so having the two together sounds like a dream come true. Gianna Sisters, Twisted Dreams Director's Cut. A lot of people are getting this on the Wii U, but I think the PS4 version is a lot prettier, it looks a lot nicer, and definitely really cool. Really fun platformer to play these days. It's a modern platformer as well. And this is probably one of my favorite games of all time, Grand Theft Auto 5. I played the hell out of this on the 360. I upgraded to the PS4 version and had a ton of fun with it. And the online is totally worth it. And I think I've sunk more hours into this game than most other games I've played in my life. So definitely worth a pickup on that if you can get it. Next, we've got a really cool twin pack, combo pack game. Metro Redux, this has Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, both remastered for the PS4. Really cool first-person shooter. Another limited run game, Lost Sea, kind of a roguelike survival game. Pretty cool, I would check it out. The Last of Us Remastered, a great game. Definitely would recommend picking that one up and playing it. This one is cool. This is one of my imports for the PS4. It is Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris on the PS4. Now, this is a copy that I've imported from Japan because it does come with a physical disc. Now, this is a really fun game. I played this 4-player co-op, and it is one of the most fun experiences I've had on the PS4, especially with friends. But yeah, definitely pick it up. It is completely import friendly. It all plays in English and everything like that, so no worries about buying it. It's just going to look a little weird on your shelf with some Japanese writing on it. Next we have a 3D space shooter, Chromia Omega, kind of reminiscent of Star Fox, I think. I believe so. Really cool game, you should check it out. Killzone Shadowfall, I've heard really good things about this. I played this on my friend's console when he first had it. We played through the first couple of levels, but I haven't actually got around to playing it through myself. Injustice, Gods Among Us, another one. Another close to launch game for the system. Infamous Second Son, really, really beautiful, really pretty game. One of my all-time favorites on the system as well. 4-player co-op, split screen or online. Helldivers, it's a whole lot of chaos. Friendly fire is a pain in the butt, but so much fun. Definitely would recommend picking this up, and it's really, really cheap now, so check it out. Also has cross-play with Vita. Next is Gravity Rush Remastered. This is a remastered version of the PS Vita version, which they've redone, remastered it, obviously brought it to PS4. Gravity Rush 2 just came out on PS4. I haven't picked that one up yet, but hopefully I will in the near future. Next we have another game that I was addicted to for a very long time, Minecraft PlayStation 4 Edition. This one has been developed by a different company to come to PS4, because Mojang is obviously owned by Microsoft these days. So still really cool and fun to have though. Would recommend picking that up if you like Minecraft. It's a lot of fun. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, New and Tasty, the remaster. Also have that on PS Vita, as well as this one, Octodad, Deadliest Catch. It's a crazy game with crazy physics. I'm sure a lot of people have already heard about that game. This is the second limited run games release, Saturday Morning RPG. Really cool to get that. Really happy to have it. Another of my imports that I think is really cool, Shadow of the Beast on the PS4. This is an Asia release. It is in Chinese and English. Fully playable, fully import friendly. I think this is a remake of the Genesis or the Amiga. I can't remember which system it was on. But still really cool, very beautiful, very gory. I would recommend checking that one out. Shadow of Mordor, really, really fun game. I know a lot of people have already played this. I would say it's a cross between the Batman Arkham games and Assassin's Creed, but still a lot of fun. Song of the Deep, this was a GameStop/EB Games exclusive. It was developed by them developed by Insomniac and then published by Game Trust, which is through GameStop. Very cool kind of Metroidvania type game involving underwater and submarines. I haven't played it yet, but it's high on my backlog list. This is one of my favorite games on the PS4. It's very reminiscent of the Double Fine production company, Tim Schafer. Have you ever heard about that? You've probably heard of him. Psychonauts, Day of the Tentacle, things like that. Very weird art style, but still really, really fun. Stick it to the man. I had a lot of fun playing this. It's only about 4 or 5 hour game. You can play through it in one sitting, but the humor is really great, and the art style is really crazy. I would recommend picking it up, and it's really cheap now too. Next is the Talos Principle. Very, how do I say this? It's a psychological game. It's very meta, we'll say. It's a very meta game. Definitely check it out. Watch some reviews of it, or some gameplay. See if it's something you're interested in. It can be found for fairly cheap now as well. Next is Tearaway Unfolded. This is kind of a remaster re-release of the PS Vita version, with the Vita elements stripped away and PS4 elements added, but still really cool. Next, I have a game that I was really looking forward to coming out, and it finally came out. I did buy it, and it came out to very poor reviews. I don't really care though. I still think it's a lot of fun. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutants in Manhattan, developed by Platinum Games, so the same people who did Bayonetta. So that crazy kind of art style. Oh, and Transformers Devastation. So if you like those kind of games, it's kind of the same idea, but still really cool. I like it. It hasn't really got a price drop yet, but I really think it's a beautiful game. Next is another 2D side-scroller puzzle platformer, Teslagrad on the PS4. Very interesting. This has been released on PS3 as well, and digitally and other consoles. Very, very cool. Tomb Raider, the definitive edition, the reboot. Amazing game. I had a lot of fun with this, and really got me back into Tomb Raider franchise. I really fell out with it on the later generations like PS2 and stuff like that. PS3 didn't play them. until this one came out, so it really got me back into the series. Next we have Toy Soldiers War Chest, Hall of Fame edition. This has different versions based on which console you get it on. Next is Trials Fusion. Now this is a great series. I love Trials HD, and Trials Evolution is my favorite release of the game. Trials Fusion kind of got, I want to say it kind of got the corporate release, so I feel like some of the charm of it is gone. It's not quite as good as Trials Evolution, but still really fun. Next is Trackmania TM Turbo. This is a lot of fun. It's very short races, easy to pick up and play, but very hard to master. Next is the Uncharted collection. Very fun. I played through the first game and started the second. I haven't got to the third one yet, but this is a very cool release. I love the compilation and the ease of access to getting to those games, and it saves some space on the shelf too, so that's always good. Next, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. This is the Steelbook edition. Very cool. A game I want to get to at some point. I haven't gotten to it yet. Same with Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I know a lot of people are going to say, you haven't played this game yet? I haven't. I just don't have time to throw into these massive games, but still really cool, and I've heard it's one of the best games on the system. Next is another Telltale game, Wolf Among Us. And the last of my alphabetized list here, Worms WMD All-Stars. This is a great addition to the Worms franchise. Kind of harkens back to the old Worms Armageddon days. A lot of fun. I would definitely recommend picking this game up. And next is Zero Drifter on PS4. Again, another Metroid type of game, also released on the PS Vita from Limited Run Games. Next, we've got some online games that I played and have a lot of fun with. The first is Overwatch. This is a great online-only multiplayer arena shooter. Tons of fun. I would definitely recommend picking that up if you like online shooters, as well as Battlefield 1. The online is good if you're good at it. I personally suck, but it is really fun. The single player is actually worth playing in this game. Definitely worth picking that one up at some point. Next is Overwatch's direct competitor that failed, Battleborn. Pick that up, haven't played it. And these are going into my, if you couldn't tell already, my alphabetized, I don't know how to say that word, PS4 collection. So here we go. 20th anniversary Duke Nukem 3D World Tour. This was a GameStop exclusive in the US. I had to get a friend from the States to send that up to me here in Canada. Another import that's very, very cool, also kind of Blade Runner-ish, is Dex. I would definitely check this out. This is going to be a sleeper hit on the system. Very, very cool. Next, we've got Resident Evil 4, the remaster on PS4, as well as Resident Evil 5 on PS4. Next is also another kind of indie title on the system, Among the Sleep, kind of a horror game on the PS4 where you play from the perspective of a toddler. So, haven't played it yet, but hopefully we'll get into that soon. As you can tell, I have a lot of games, so I don't play a lot of them. That's going to be a recurring theme on this collection video. Next, we've got a bunch of limited run game stuff, so I'm going to run through them pretty quickly. Rainbow Moon, haven't played it. Shadow Complex Remastered, I played this on the 360, and it is one of my favorite games of all time. Totally worth checking that one out. Retro City Rampage DX, this isn't limited run games, but still a very cool release. Dragon Fantasy, The Black Tome of Ice, another one there. Mystery Chronicles One Way Heroics. Thomas Was Alone. And Firewatch. One of the games I'm going to play here very, very soon. Lone Survivor. And now we get on to some stuff that not a lot of people, I don't think, have at this point. Wild Guns Reloaded, very cool remastering of the SNES game. That thing's going to be a little bit uncommon to come around. Overcooked, crazy cooking game, co-op / competitive. Sniper Elite 3, I know a lot of people have that, but I haven't played it yet, hopefully soon. Stealth Incorporated, A Clone in the Dark. Zombie Vikings Ragnarok Edition. This looks like a really fun game. Also in the same vein of like Stick It to the Man. Anything by Double Fine Productions or Tim Schafer has the same kind of art style, but not by them, unfortunately. Aragami, very cool kind of stealth ninja game. Earth's Dawn, another one that looks very cool. I'm looking forward to playing that. Very much reminds me of Dragon's Crown, if you've ever played that. And last is Rise of the Tomb Raider. After the great time I had with Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, I'm really looking forward to diving into this one, and it's got all the content that was been released for it for the past couple months and year. And very last, but definitely not least, is the Shantae games. I've got Shantae's Risky's Revenge right here, as well as Shantae and the Pirate's Curse on PS4, and Shantae Half Genie Hero, the, what's it called, Risky Beats Edition. So very cool to have that big box edition. So that is my PS4 collection. Thank you very much for watching it. If you got a PS4 collection of your own, I'd love to see it. Please drop a link down in the comments below so I can check it out. And if you liked anything in this video, please let me know. I love hearing feedback from you guys. Also, let me know what collection you'd like to see next. As you can see, I've got a ton of games behind me, and I need your feedback. Let me know what you're interested in seeing. That's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.